Welcome to the HETV Game of the Week. Tonight we have Schaumburg hosting Barrington. They're both 4-0, and this is a game, it's the first game of the West Division, but it's one that has title implications because these are obviously two of the best teams, both 4-0. Schaumburg comes in here after beating Prospect last week 34-13. They were held to their low of the season in rushing, 307 yards. Schaumburg has an outstanding running game. They're averaging 360 yards a game rushing, and Stacy Smith, their quarterback, is averaging 179 yards a game rushing. He's one of the fastest accelerating runners I've seen in all my years of watching high school football. A very exciting player to watch. New this year in the backfield for Schaumburg is Justine McNeil-Young, a good-sized running back, and he's averaging 95 yards a game. So you just put Young and Smith together, and you're up at around 275 yards average. Matt Soppler is back for his third year in the offensive line. He also plays some defense, and he and the offensive line are doing a great job blocking for these backs. Last week, Smith scored 4 touchdowns against Prospect. On the defensive side last week, Sedaris Patterson did a great job on defense. He had 3 sacks for Schaumburg last week. And Stacy Smith, in addition to his running, punted last week. He punted, he had 2 punts, 48 yards and 51 yards. Schaumburg runs almost all of the time. Their first game this season against New Trier, they didn't complete a pass, and they won that game 34-20. They're very heavy toward the run. Tonight we can expect to see them pass just a little bit more. They're going up against a Barrington defense that is for sure the strongest run defense that they've seen all year. And so we'll see Stacy Smith throw the ball a little bit more than he has, I suspect. Barrington comes in here. They're also 4-0, and they had a terrific game last week. They beat Buffalo Grove 45-0. And their run defense, which is critical for this game tonight, held Buffalo Grove to only 45 yards. And their overall defense held Buffalo Grove to only 97 yards. So that's quite a defensive performance by Barrington last week. Barrington has a new running back this year, Dumaso Muskawani. And last week he ran for 75 yards. Dan Kubiak is back at quarterback. He had a good year last year, and he's having another good year this year. Last week he passed for 256 yards against Buffalo Grove. A key receiver, and this is a receiver that gives Barrington speed that's sort of an answer to Stacy Smith. Scotty Miller is a wide receiver for Barrington. He got 2 touchdown passes last week and 1 punt return. He's number 1 on Barrington, and he's an extremely fast wide receiver. Barrington, as I've said, is very strong on defense, and the defense is led by Colin Castagnard, a linebacker, and J.P. Brooks is in there too. He's a returning starter. In the defensive line, they've got Kyle Meckert, who's been playing very well this year. So the game shapes up primarily as the Barrington defense taking on this tremendous running game of Schaumburg, seeing if they can slow it down a bit. And it'll be quite a matchup here tonight, and a game that has title implications for the West Division of the Mid-Suburban League.
So proudly we had at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and right through the path of the sky, o'er the ramparts we walked, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say
Hello and welcome to Gary Scholl's Field here at Schaumburg High School. Bruce Anderson here with you with John Anderson bringing you the HETV Game of the Week. The Barrington Broncos versus the Schaumburg Saxons, both teams at 4-0, the battle of the unbeatens, the last two standing. So this game will determine, at least for this week, who comes out on top in the MSL West. Getting ready for kickoff. Barrington is going to kick to Schaumburg. They won the toss and deferred, so they will get it to start the second half.
We'll see the Schaumburg offense with the football here, and their offense they've got a terrific running game. They've been averaging 360 yards a game rushing. Barrington has the best run defense that they've seen all year, so it'll be a very interesting matchup. The Barrington defense trying to slow down the Schaumburg offense, the tremendous running game. And here's the kickoff.
Chase Lesniak has it up, and there's the kick. It's short, coming down about the 34. That was number 8, Cedarius Patterson, bringing it up. Picked up about 5 yards on the return, but it's such a short kick that it doesn't really matter. So Schaumburg going to start off first and 10 out their 37-yard line.
Got good field position, and Barrington defense out there, number 31, has been leading that defense. That's Colin Castagna, 6'4", 230-pound middle linebacker. He'll be right in the center of that defense trying to stop the run game.
Luke Gruska starting off at quarterback, keeps it along the left
running
side.
Room around the left side, and he's going all the way for a touchdown. Barrington defense appeared to be digging in for something up the middle, and Schaumburg starts off with a run around left end for a touchdown.
Unbelievable. One play, one score.
That's Luke Gruska, technically a wide receiver. The Schaumburg plays their wide receivers in close. They're almost like more like wing running backs than receivers. And there was a demonstration of it with Luke Gruska coming around and taking the handoff and going for the touchdown.
Kick is up and it's good. So Schaumburg jumps off to a quick lead, 7-0. And Barrington will get the kickoff in just a moment with their first opportunity on offense. So
well, there's an excellent display of the running game of Schaumburg right on first down there. That was, where were they? They were about the 40-yard line. And
37, I believe.
37, so a 63-yard run on first down. They're on their way to another big night rushing, it appears. We'll see how Barrington can settle down and dig in a little bit as the game goes on.
So Scotty Miller and Matt Moran back to wait for this kickoff.
Scotty ran a kick back last week. He also had 2 fairly long touchdown passes caught.
There's the kick. It's up again, coming down short. Hits about the 20, taken on a bounce. That's Scotty Miller.
Scotty Miller. And runs mostly east and west there, but picks up some yardage and advances it to the, looks like they're marking it at about the
24, it looks like.
24-yard line or so.
So right, he ran 50 yards to gain 4. So 11:30 left to go. A lot of action so far in a little bit of time. Daniel Kubiak back and waiting for the shotgun snap. Hand off up the middle, picks up about 3 yards.
Yep. I believe that was the running back number 20, McWanzi, who is new to the lineup this year.
Here
he goes again. He's got some running room and
out to the 39.
Picks up the first down with ease. And
Damaso Mekwananzi for the carry. Plays the ball up to the Barrington.
He had a good night against Buffalo Grove last week, picking up 75 yards for Barrington. Kubiak had quite a night passing against Buffalo Grove.
Another handoff up the middle to McWanzi again. Looks like he's picked up 5 or 6.
McWanzi on the carry.
About 5 yards on that carry.
Barrington has one of the better passing attacks in the league. Here's Kubiak.
Completes it to Matt Moran for a first down. Cross midfield to the Schaumburg 47 or 48 yard line.
Ball spotted at the Saxon 47 yard line.
So Barrington coming out here after the shock of that kickoff return and executing nicely so far on offense. Picking up some first downs and moving into Schaumburg territory. There's Kubiak again. He's got Scotty Miller this time.
Wide receiver screen, good for about 4 yards.
Miller's complete. Ball spotted at 42. Second and 5.
Barrington with its typically fairly big offensive line.
3 wides to the right, handoff up the middle to McWanzi.
McWanzi
breaks a tackle.
Finds some running room, a lot of running room.
Down to about the 27 yard line, 26.
McWanzi on the carry. Taken out by Kelly.
So Barrington just very methodically moving the ball down the field. Good mix of running and passing here.
Probably heard a lot about the Schaumburg running game all week, and he's showing us that Barrington has a running game. And it
hand off to McWanzi again, going nowhere this time. Looks like he lost a yard there. So the Saxons ready for that.
Scotty Miller is by himself to the left, or at least the extreme left. There's another wide out that's close in the slot there. Scotty is way to the left.
Up the middle again by McWanzi.
McWanzi again.
Picked up a couple yards. Make it about 3rd and 7 coming up. So the Schaumburg defense stiffening here as they get close to their own end zone. Kubiak looking to the sideline, giving the play to his teammates. He's going back. Oh, a little too high for number 24. That pass intended for Dylan Bingham. A little too high, so that'll bring up 4th down. We'll see what they decide to do here. Too close in for a punt.
And a little bit far for most field goal kickers. You saw one last week at Frem that could probably put it in from here, but there's not many like that. So here we go on 4th down, 4th and 7. Kubiak.
Oh, intercepted.
Picked off, and coming down the sideline here is 44 for Schaumburg.
Connor Lipinski.
Connor Lipinski, a linebacker, picked that one off. And Schaumburg gets the first two real big plays of this game, the kickoff return, and now an interception, and return quite a few yards to set up Schaumburg at the 42 or 3-yard line, 43-yard line of Barrington.
That pass looked to be well behind the receiver. Maybe a little difference in expectation on who is going where, but Schaumburg has it going back the other way now. And a good return by Lipinski.
So this
Barrington smelled that one out. Ryan Tuma's dropped for a loss.
I think I said kickoff return a moment ago. I meant first play from scrimmage in the game for 60 some odd yards, 63 yards for a touchdown, and being the other big play in addition to this interception.
Luke Gruska continuing to start at quarterback. Haven't seen Stacy Smith out there yet. Hands off to number 21. Nowhere to go around the left side. Justice McNeil Young. Picked up maybe a yard. So third and 13 or 14 yards. Barrington defense holding firm.
Kriska listed as a wide receiver, and just what's happened to Stacy Smith here.
And Luke Gruska dropped for a gain of maybe a yard. So 4th and 13, probably a punting situation for Schaumburg.
Gruska's, well, he's the one that ran that first one in, so he's doing well, but Stacy's having a tremendous year, and I suspect he must have gotten hurt in practice this week.
Well, that was Stacy Smith that just did the punting.
Just did the punt. So why he's not starting is a little bit of a mystery, given that he's averaging 179 yards a game. And this is a game with title implications and everything, although maybe he can punt but can't run. I'm not sure. We'll see as the game goes on here.
A good punt for Schaumburg. It hit and rolled down to about the 4-yard line of Barrington. So the Broncos going to need to go about the full length of the field here.
They had a nice drive going up until the interception. Pretty good execution, and McQuanzi was running very well. And until that pass, Kubiak was executing pretty well.
McQuanzi up the middle. Picked up a few yards.
McQuanzi on the carry. Pushed back by Eddie Kelly.
So number 73 there for Barrington. Lost his helmet on the play. Comes to the sideline. That's Jack Bornhofen.
Gain of 3 on the play, 2nd and 7.
Barrington has some big linemen. Anthony Meads up there, 6'4", 285. Good size in the Barrington line.
2nd and 7 coming up here. Back to pass. Oh, throws it out. Number 1, Scotty Miller had to dive for it. Picked up a few yards. Makes it about 3rd and 1 or 2 maybe. Hard to tell from this angle.
Barrington using the snap to Kubiak with McQuanzi just now he went up and took the snap from center.
Quarterback sneak.
With a yard to go there, rather than start out deep, he was trying to squeeze his way over on a quarterback sneak here.
Doesn't look like he got it. The official signals 4th down.
Big pile up, and it looks like it's a little short. Which will, at this point in the field, stage of the game, will certainly force a punt.
The Barrington coaches want a measurement.
Make sure that it's...
See what they're talking about here. Make sure it is in fact short. And it is. It's like about 6 inches short.
Kubiak's run was short. The ball spot at the 12-yard line. It'll be 4th and short.
Looks like Barrington's going to go for it here. They're lining up the offense.
Surprising play here.
Maybe just trying to draw Schaumburg off sides.
They do go for it.
There's a quarterback sneak. Doesn't look like he got any movement at all there.
Oh boy. That was a high-risk play, and it looks like it backfired on the Barrington Broncos.
Yes, it does. So 1st and almost goal to go for the Saxons. My goodness.
Unusual to try something like that. And they hadn't done very well on the previous quarterback sneak.
Looks like he actually lost a little bit on that play. So 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. Schaumburg with a chance for another score here. 3:42 left in the first quarter.
Stacy Smith's still not in the ball game, it looks like.
Gruska hands off to number 21 up the middle, and he's breaking tackles, and he's in.
He's in the end zone.
Justice McNeil Young for the touchdown.
Yeah.
Looked like a pinball out there bouncing off tacklers. He is not going to be denied.
He's been a big, strong running back. He's got tremendous power, and he can bust it up the middle. And over the course of the season, the combination of Young pounding up the middle and Stacy mostly running a little bit east and west to get started on his runs has been a great combination. There's that Stacy out there holding the ball. Yeah, he's the holder.
And it's no good, off to the left.
The extra point is no good.
Been on the field tonight.
With 3:33 remaining in the first quarter. Schaumburg 13, Barrington 0.
Meanwhile, while he's not playing, Luke Kruska is doing a good job of running the offense. 13-0 with 3:33 to go in the first quarter. Schaumburg scoring on a 63-yard run, and now a short run after that that very high-risk 4th down quarterback sneak that did not make it all the way for Barrington and set up Schaumburg at the 12.
Well, if you're the Barrington coaches, you hope that you can pick up 6 inches, but it sure didn't happen that time. And like you say, that deep in their own territory, a very high-risk play.
Yeah. Sometimes coaches just put the burden on the team and say, if we're not good enough to make some of these plays, we're not good enough to win. So they take some of these chances. Still early. Schaumburg with a 13-0 lead, but it's very early in the ball game, so there's lots of time here for Barrington to recoup from what's happened thus far. But Schaumburg is playing very well tonight, and with a 13-0 lead, that they're in a good position here.
Now there's a kickoff coming down about the 15, and the receiver falls out of bounds.
Scotty Miller, and he was going to try to run that one back, but he couldn't restrain himself from going out of bounds. The ball was right at the sideline, and his momentum carried him out of bounds.
Might have been better to let it hit and go out of bounds on its own.
Yeah, they get it at the. They're at the what? The 12-yard line now, and they would have been at the 35.
Yep.
So that would have been the wise thing to do, no doubt about it.
You get behind, you start pressing, want to make something happen, and sometimes bad things happen. Quarterback keeper around the left side. Kubiak squirts ahead for a few yards, but strung out nicely by the Schaumburg defense.
Kubiak does a little bit of running just to slow down the pass rush a little bit.
Looks like he picked up about 2 yards on the play. Number 32, the Schaumburg kicker, doesn't appear on any of the rosters, so not sure who that is.
Here's Kubiak looking downfield, rolling way right and throwing.
Throws behind his intended receiver. That was number 4, Mark Carbonara.
Schaumburg had a number of defenders in that area.
So 3rd and 8 coming. Barrington had a nice drive going their first possession and hasn't been able to do much since. Schaumburg, a team with a lot of team speed, and it's showing up on both offense and defense. Doing a good job of holding the Barrington offense in check here.
There's swing pass to McQuanzi, who went in motion on that play.
Down about the 21-yard line, which is well short of a first down. About 4th and 4. So this time Barrington's going to punt it.
On for the Broncos. Smith and Carlson back for the Saxons.
There's a snap and the kick's away. High kick coming down around the 40.
Smith was back there to receive the punt. Stacy Smith.
And Bryce Carlson. Got a little collision there, both men going for the reception.
So we've seen Stacy Smith in the punt return position, and we've seen him punting, but we haven't seen him play quarterback yet tonight.
No, we haven't.
We always say you never know what's going to happen. That's why they play the game, you know. And this is certainly a surprise tonight, although his replacement is performing very ably.
So handoff up the middle. Able to move the pile a bit. Patterson carrying a few tackles. Picks up almost 5 yards, it looks like.
This Schaumburg offensive line is performing very well. You've got Matt Soppler out there. He's a 6'2", 275-pound senior, 3-year starter. Look at another nice hole, and I believe that's Young going up the middle that time. Or no, let's see, that's number 8.
Number 8, Cedarius Patterson.
That's Cedarius Patterson, who's spent a fair amount of time on defense so far this year, but back in on offense right now.
So Schaumburg moving the chains. Kruska hands it to the motion man, number 34. Michael Jones picks up maybe 2 yards.
Tackled by number 28, J.P. Brooks.
J.P. Brooks on the tackle for Barrington.
Gain at 2 on the play, 2nd down and 8.
Don't remember seeing a pass yet by Schaumburg. But when you can run like they do, I guess you don't need to pass.
There's the
keeper.
Quarterback picking up good yardage there. That's
Luke Kruska on the carry.
Luke Kruska.
For a first down.
To the Bronco 39-yard line. Kruska gives the Saxons 1st and 10.
So that's the end of the first quarter. Schaumburg leading 13-0. We'll be back in just a moment.
Little overconfidence in there. If the defense just really plugs that up, that quarterback sneak can be stopped. And it was. Oh, here's Stacy in it. Is he in at quarterback now?
Yes, he is. Keeps it, fakes the handoff up the middle.
Stacy Smith in at quarterback to start the second quarter.
Picks up about 9 yards.
Stacy Smith on the keeper.
Well, without him, they were up by without him at quarterback, they were up 13-0. Now, let's see what happens with him in there.
Handoff up the middle to number 21.
McNeil up the middle.
Justice McNeil Young
McNeil brings it
gets
down to
the
26-yard line.
first down, moves the chains.
Schaumburg with a tight formation there. They've got Young at the tailback, but they've got 2 listed as wide receivers that are like running backs.
Quarterback
Smith
keeper.
that time is brought down.
Going to lose about 5 yards, it looks like.
Stacy Smith on the keeper, brought down by number 31, Colin Castagna.
That was Castagna for Barrington, the big middle linebacker who comes in at 6'4", 230 pounds, that brought down Smith.
So handoff to 34, a little reverse action.
Mike Jones on the carry.
Picked up about 8 yards, it looks like.
That's Jones, who's one of those wide receivers that's doing a pretty good job of impersonating a running back. They're more like wing backs rather than wide receivers.
Picked up 4 yards, my mistake, 3rd and 9.
Here's
Smith back to pass, throws over the middle. Oh, had number 2, Jeremy McMillan, not able to pull it in. Had a couple defenders right there with him.
So that brings up 4th down.
Not a bad pass by Smith. So we'll see what Schaumburg's going to do here. Looks like they're going to try a field goal. There's the mistake.
Coming out for the field goal attempt.
Didn't catch the name of the kicker.
Number 32 kicking, and he's not listed.
No, it's too short. No good.
So we stay at 13-0 in favor of Schaumburg with 9:57 remaining in the second quarter.
So we'll see if that gives Barrington a little bit of momentum as they're able to keep them out of the end zone here. They get the ball at their own 20.
See if Barrington can move the football a little better. They had a nice drive going in the first quarter, and then they were intercepted, and that drive was negated.
Kind of Lipinski with that.
Here's Kubiak looking for a receiver. Swings it out fairly short, and it's complete, but fumbled. Complete and then fumbled, it appeared. Recovered by Barrington, apparently. A lot of players from both teams near the ball there, but Barrington got it.
So first down at the Barrington 32. Good play by Kubiak, able to get the ball to his back out of the backfield. Hands it off up the middle and nowhere to go that time for Damaso Makwanzi. Loses a yard on that.
Schaumburg held Prospect to 104 yards rushing last week, which is a pretty good defensive effort.
Hand off to Makwanzi again, trying the left side. It's strung out nicely by Schaumburg.
Makwanzi on the carry. Stopped by Wickham and Kelly.
Ran a long way to pick up about a half a yard.
3rd and 10 for the Broncos.
So Broncos facing 3rd and 10 here, probably a passing down. Barrington receivers not able to get much separation.
Last week, Kubiak had quite a performance. He's played well all season, but he's having little.
Oh, across the middle to number 88. Ryan Caudry not able to pull in the one-hand grab.
Tried for it with one hand and couldn't get it done. But so that brings up another punting situation for Barrington. With the score still 13-0 and 8:07 remaining in the second quarter.
Barrington offense just not able to sustain anything here after that first drive.
Back to return for Schaumburg, Bryce Carlson, Stacy Smith.
Oh, that kick almost blocked, but hits at the 35, takes a little bit of a Barrington bounce to about the 33.
Marco punt rolls down to the Saxon 33-yard line. Schaumburg takes over 1st and 10.
So again, fairly decent field position for the Saxons. Barrington often starting at the 20 or closer to their own end zone, and Schaumburg starting outside the 30 most of the time. So Smith back in at quarterback again.
Has the appearance, at least, the outward appearance of some kind of a disciplinary action. Keeping him out the first quarter, perhaps. Coach did that to teach a lesson in something. I'm just speculating. We don't have any information here, but it's always very unusual when a player of the caliber of Smith is not in the game at the outset.
So Schaumburg going up the middle. Looks like they're about a yard short of the first down. That was Justice McNeil Young up the middle.
Young has been their workhorse up the middle all year.
3rd and 1. Barrington looking for a stop here. There's a
flag on the play.
Smith with the keeper around the right side.
Smith on the keeper, pushed out of bounds by Nick Coy.
More than enough for the first down, depending upon the call here.
There's a flag on the play.
Full start against Schaumburg.
Illegal procedure called in the sections.
So that'll move them back 5.
They have those backs in motion, and sometimes they move a little too soon. They've got the 2 listed as wide receivers that crisscross through the backfield and come out of it with a football now and then, but once in a while they start too soon. Here's Stacy pitching it. And that's
to Gruska.
Gruska.
And that was strung out for a loss.
Gruska, the one that quarterbacked the team in the first quarter, back to his normal so-called wide receiver position there, where he took the pitch but found no running room.
Like a
so Barrington starting to do a little better on defense here. Score remaining 13-0. It's 5:54. Schaumburg ready to punt it away.
Looked like a quarterback option that was well covered. There's a kick. It's high, but it's short. Very short. Drops at the 45.
And it's down there by number 32, and he
does not appear.
Doesn't appear on the roster, so we can't tell you who he is by name.
32 also doing the kicking for Schaumburg.
Barrington with an opportunity here, enough time to put a drive together and put some points on the board before the half. It's 5:35 left to go, and they've got good field position to start with, and they're in their standard formation there with Kubiak back about 6 yards behind the center, and he gives to the Makwazi there,
who's dropped immediately, gets back about to the line of scrimmage.
Schaumburg defensive line tightening up quite a bit in the early going. Makwazi had some running room, but of late it's been much tighter going through that center area of the Schaumburg defense.
That Barrington line not getting much of a push at all against the Saxons.
Cedarius Patterson in their number 8 as a linebacker.
Swing pass off the hands of number 24. That was out to Dylan Bingham off his hands. May have tried to run before he caught it. So 3rd and 10 coming up. Barrington offense just not able to get anything going here.
Not as sharp as they've been the last couple of games. They put 45 points on the board last week, and I believe 48 the week before. So far they have 0 tonight. Kubiak back to pass again. And this one is a little high.
And behind number 24 again, Dylan Bingham.
So that'll bring up a punting situation, and very little time taken off the clock for that set of downs. A very quick 3 and out, setting Schaumburg up with enough time to pad their lead here.
2 incompletions stopping the clock.
Stagna on the punt for the Broncos. Back for the Saxons. Carlson and Smith.
So Tommy
fairly close to being blocked again.
Comes down at the 20.
And it got off a very good punt and with no return there really. And
that punt dropped by Carlson, but it popped right back up to him.
That's at the 19-yard line. So Schaumburg has 81 yards to go. They've got 4 minutes 33 seconds to work with. Both teams staying with the same, pretty much the same offensive formations throughout this first half.
So run up the middle. Stacy Smith keeping it up the middle. Picks up about 3 yards.
Gain of 3 on the play, 2nd and 7.
So they're a handoff up the middle. Out to about the 25, which will be about
Justice McNeil on the carry.
About 3 yards short.
Gain of 4 on the play. 3rd down and 3.
So 3rd and 3 coming here. Fakes the handoff, pulls it back, keeps it himself. Ahead for the first down is Stacy Smith.
Brought down that time by number 41 for Barrington, Mark Bornhofen, a junior linebacker, 5'10", 190. Pretty much playing in the middle, and the big guy, Castana, it plays more on the end.
Smith, a keeper around the left side. He breaks a couple tackles.
He initially faked out Castana. Castana recovered and made the tackle on that, but not until it's the first down for Schaumburg.
About a 13-yard run by Smith. 2:52 left to go. Handoff up the middle. Up about 3 yards.
Gain of 3 on the play.
Neil Young plowing ahead. Keeper around the left side being strung out nicely by Barrington. Looks like he may have lost a half a yard.
Stacy Smith on the keeper. Knocked out of bounds by
You don't really see that too much. Stacy being strung out on a wide keeper. He's usually able to turn the corner on those.
So no gain, back to the line of scrimmage.
Barrington defense showing some speed on that play.
If I was the Barrington coach, I'd have a spy on Smith every time he touches the ball. Keeping it again.
And here's a pass.
Got a man. No, couldn't get there.
Led him by a little too much.
McMillan, the intended receiver.
So that brings up 4th down, and
Schaumburg using their speed very well on pass defense, not giving Barrington much of anything. So there's the punt, it's low, hits about the 20 and takes a Schaumburg roll down to about the 10-yard line.
they'll have a long way to go, and only a minute 45 now.
So Barrington up to the line. Kubiak looking things over.
Right there. It's like
Two
they're
wide
about at their
step to each
10-yard
side.
line. Here's Kubiak.
Oh, right
boy.
through the hands of number 20.
That's
McQuanzi again.
McQuanzi.
Must have taken his eyes off it because it was right there.
It was there. It was a very catchable ball. It was kind that should have been caught, but it just didn't focus in on it enough, and that would have been the kind of play that might have energized the Broncos and set them up to move the ball in here quickly at the end of the half. But
looked like he would have had some yards after the catch if he'd have caught that. There, a handoff up the middle.
McQuanzi on the carry.
Picked up about 7 yards on that carry. 3rd and 3. Minute 20 left. Clock running on the run. Another handoff to McQuanzi, and he's hitting the backfield. He's going to lose a couple yards.
McQuanzi on the carry. Knocked by Noah Miller in the backfield.
And Schaumburg calls a timeout. They want some time left when they get the ball back. Just a minute and 1 second left. Schaumburg going to get the ball in pretty good field position.
quite a defensive effort for Schaumburg. Here's a team that the last 2 weeks scored 48 and 45, and we're approaching halftime, and they've been able to keep them off the board. The ball on the 15, a punt here, you know, they still have an opportunity to try a couple of big plays here.
So the Schaumburg receivers waiting about midfield. There's a short punt coming down at the 45. Fair caught by Bryce Carlson.
Carlson with the fair catch. Carlson marked the punt go 44-yard line. Schaumburg takes over first and 10.
So Schaumburg inside Barrington territory to start this drive. They'll have 56 seconds to try to move the ball 44 yards. Nothing much happening offensively here in the second quarter for either team.
Both defenses have really settled down, and they're anticipating very well and shutting down some things that these two offenses typically do well.
So Smith back to pass.
Smith looking around. He's got a lot of pressure on him, but he runs right out of it and gets down to
Stacy Smith on the keeper.
To about the 31.
Up to 31. That'll move the down marker, stop the clock for a little bit.
First and 10. Clock running again with 40 seconds left to go. Handoff up the middle. Number 21 breaks free.
That's Young.
And Young is in for a touchdown.
Just like that.
31 yards across the goal.
Justus McNeil Young for his second TD of the evening.
He usually takes it right up the middle like that.
McNeil, 31 yards.
So Schaumburg with with an opportunity to make this a 20-0 ball game with this conversion here. Number 32 kicks it, and it's right through the uprights. We have a 20-0 halftime ball game unless something really dramatic happens in the last 29 seconds. Just when it appeared that Barrington was figuring out the Schaumburg run game, Schaumburg runs it in on a short drive and adds to its lead and is up 20-0.
So 32 is Blake Whitcamp for the Saxons.
Whitcamp.
Yeah. So Whitcamp with 2 extra points. And he'll be out for the kickoff in just a moment.
Well, let's see if Scotty Miller can do something with this kickoff. Broncos have Miller and Moran back for this kickoff.
29 seconds left to play. Whitcamp squibs it up the middle.
Squib kick, this'll...
28 grabs it. And he's going. Oh, brought down
all the way down to the 32-yard line. So
JT Brooks.
20 seconds here. Maybe Barrington can get something done. Certainly a moderate pass would put them in field goal range and at least get on the board. That one almost went all the way there.
33-yard line, first and 10, Barrington.
Brooks just not quite with the speed to get away there, but a very nice return.
Kubiak has a couple tries here at least. Here's a short pass, too short. He throws it too short. And that stops the clock with 17.6 seconds.
Dylan Bingham, the target on that one. Kubiak just not sharp here in this first quarter. Whistle blows, they're not going to get that play off. And Schaumburg called a timeout there before the snap.
Timeout, Saxons.
So we'll be back in a moment. Okay, Schaumburg back out on the field. 16 seconds left to go. Broncos with three receivers out to the left, 2 to the right. Empty backfield.
Kubiak has had trouble connecting with his receivers tonight. He's had a few drops and he's had a few that he just missed a little long or a little short. Drops back. This one is complete and out of bounds at about the 15 or so, 14 maybe.
That Matt Moran on the reception, number 2 for Barrington. Looks like about the 11-yard line.
Taken down to the 13-yard line.
Bouncer just said the 13. So Barrington now taking a timeout. And we'll be back in a moment. A little too late.
Made a comeback. It didn't pose a serious threat to winning or losing, but they lost with a little more respectability, at least.
So 10.5 seconds left here. Barrington lines it up.
Barrington trying to get on the board here, down 20-0. But they're in position to possibly score here.
3 wide receivers clustered to the right. Another sideline pass to number 2, out of bounds about the 2-yard line. Matt Moran again with the reception.
4.7 seconds left, and he's out of, stops the clock, of course, and he's out of bounds all the way down at the, looks like the 2-yard line.
So 1st and goal for the Broncos, but just not a lot of time.
Good. 2nd down, probably a real quick developing pass play here. If it's not complete, they can have another try. A run here would end the game, either with a touchdown or with the clock running out, or end the half, I should say.
It looks like the ball's on the 3. 2 to go for a 1st down.
I think it'll be just a
3 for a touchdown.
I think it'll just be a real quick pass on a slant pattern. Try to make it, and if they don't, they might be able to have a second or two on the board and get another shot.
So the Broncos looking to cut into the Saxon lead here, 4.7 seconds. One wide to each side. Kubiak back.
Kubiak.
Looking left, throws.
It was in and out. It was sort of in the breadbasket there and popped out. And that used up the time. It was a little slower developing play than I anticipated. I thought they'd do something that might enable them to squeeze 2 plays in, but that was it. And they almost made it. It just popped out. So that's been part of the story here, is that the Barrington passing game, which came off of a big night against Buffalo Grove and in general having a good season, has not really connected, and they go out with no points on the board here at halftime and down 20-0 to Schaumburg, which has been executing its running game pretty well.
Looked like Moran trying to catch that pass with his body rather than his hands, so not able to bring it out. So the Schaumburg Pon squad out for the halftime entertainment, and we'll be back in a little while to bring you the second half.
What game are you thinking about for next week? Or maybe we looked that far ahead. Fremd and Schaumburg play what? They're a little later in the season.
Conant versus Schaumburg.
Conant is here or there?
At Conant.
At Conant. Conant has a pretty good passing game. They had trouble last week with Rolling Meadows, but they've had, I think that are they 3-1 or 2-2? I know they lost last week.
The team is back out onto the field to start the second half. Barrington will receive, trailing by 20. Had a chance to score there at the end of the first half, just not able to pull it off. Got a few scores for you from the Daily Herald's Football Focus site. Conant leading Palatine 7-0, and Front ahead of Hoffman Estates by the same score, 7-0. So the kickoff taken at the 15 by number 1.
That is Scotty Miller, who had a real big week last week. He's been contained pretty well by the Schaumburg Saxons so far tonight.
Brings the ball out to about the 24, where Barrington will start off.
Barrington back on offense. They ended the first half just falling short on one of their probably their most successful drive of the whole half, right on down to about the
3-yard line.
3-yard line, and missed a pass in the end zone.
Quick hitter again off the hands of number 24. That was a little bit behind him.
So Barrington has tilted just a little bit toward passing anyway, and now with the score 20-0, we can expect them to be probably 70–80% passes here for a while.
Kubiak just not looking sharp today. He's a little short, little behind, just not quite making it the most catchable for his receivers, but some of them should have been brought in. That one brought in by Matt Moran. Looks like he picked up about 7 yards.
So that
they're going to give him about 5 maybe.
5, so about 3rd and 5 now.
Kubiak looking at Bingham quite a bit, just not able to hook up with him tonight. 2 wides left, 1 to the right. Comes back to the right after looking left, and it's incomplete.
Incomplete. I was going to say that it was perhaps short anyway, but incomplete, and that brings up 4th down, and Barrington goes 3 and out to open the 3rd quarter. Now they'll be kicking to Stacy Smith, and I believe that's Carlson out for Schaumburg, receiving the punt.
Low kick.
And it's a bad punt. It
bad snap.
Shanked off to the right. Not a good snap, and then a punt that went out of bounds short.
7 yards.
So Barrington down 20-0, starts out with a quick 3 and out, followed by a bad punt. It's no way to get back in a ball game, that's for sure. Must have been a
penalty on that.
Yeah, a penalty that moved Schaumburg back quite a ways. So they still have the football, 1st and 10, but it's at the 49-yard line. So
still good field position. Smith keeps it, pulls it down, running right.
He's
jukes by a couple.
One of his best runs of the evening, and a really good fake. And what's this? You see a flag like that after a tackle, it's usually piling on or unnecessary roughness or something. Personal foul.
15 yards added to the end of the run.
Boy, that's big.
And Schaumburg has the ball in deep in Barrington territory here, right at the outset of the 3rd quarter, down at the 17-yard line. Back in their standard formation with a couple of wing backs, and here's the give to Young up the middle. The ball popped out. Barrington says they have it. The referee says he has it. that Barrington has it, and so Barrington
catches their first break of the evening.
That would have been, you know, well, I suppose as long as you got lots of time, you can make a comeback. But going down 27-0 at the early in the quarter would have been making their task extremely difficult. It's tough as it is for Barrington to get back in this game. They're now taking over on the 17-yard line with a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10, and we've got 4 men out to the right here. 4 to the right in a bunch type formation. Kubiak looks at the last of them and completes it. It's to Moran. He gets a little bit of blocking, and he slipped out of 1 tackle, and he picks up a first down on that play.
Yeah, it looked like Schaumburg was going to have him for no gain, possibly a loss, and he's able to shake the tackle and get out for a first. Barrington showing the same look again here.
Back with the 4 men to the right in a bunch. Schaumburg tilting its defense that way. Kubiak looks at the bunch and throws, but it's over everybody's head.
Kubiak to Bingham's incomplete.
So Kubiak faked the short pass again and then tried to take it down the field, but just not able to connect with it. That pass high over the head of number 24, Dylan Bingham. Appears to be his receiver of choice. Just not making it happen tonight. Handoff up the middle. Again, number 20, Damasco.
McQuanzi.
Good pickup. Makes it about 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1 for the Buccos.
So again up the middle by McQuanzi.
Again. This time
not much there.
Brought down, and 53 is on the bottom of the pile there for Schaumburg. That's the middle guard, Chris Ambruzzo.
No gain on the play. Barrington's going to have to punt.
4th and 1 for the Buccos.
Defensive lineman, 5'7", 170, and got in there and made the tackle.
Smith and Carlson for the Saxons.
Barrington just not able to pick up that short yardage when they need it. So a better punt this time, caught at the 30. And then swarmed down. Bryce Carlson picks up about 3 yards on the return. So Schaumburg going to take over on their own 34-yard line, it looks like.
Well, the Schaumburg defense is doing quite a job. They've had some help from execution that has been less than stellar by Barrington at times, but we've got a 0 up there, and Barrington scored 45 last week, 48 the week before, and
handoff up the middle.
There's Young busted up the middle. That's been a real staple of the Schaumburg offense this season. Young up the middle. He's getting up, or somebody's getting up slow. That's a lineman, number 69 for Schaumburg. That's Justin Sanchez, 6'3", 265-pound offensive lineman, shaken up a little bit on that play.
So
this time,
the ball and the defenders meet in the backfield.
number
about
56
the same time.
on Barrington was in there about the same time the ball got there. That's Ryan Blair.
Justice McNeil stopped by a stable of Broncos.
Defensive lineman, 6 foot, 200 pounds, quick.
So 3rd and 7 here. 7:15 to go.
Loss of 3 on the play, 3rd and 7.
Hand off up the middle.
There's Young again, right up the middle.
First down.
McNeil pushes forward.
That play has been working pretty well tonight. Young has a couple touchdowns.
Justice gives Schaumburg 1st and 10.
Yeah, just when it looked like Barrington might have him stopped. Justice McNeil Young breaks one up the middle for a first down. Keeper by Smith.
Smith reverses his field, it goes right, and he is racing down the right sideline, and he is
looks like he
must have been out of bounds. He got very close to the sideline. Looks like he must have touched out of bounds.
Did the hokey pokey there in the backfield, left the man in the dust, and then left most of the Barrington defense in the dust. Looked like might have been Scotty Miller racing down there to knock him out of bounds.
And that was a matchup of the 2 fastest guys on the field.
1st and goal from the 5.
Here's Smith again, and he turns it in this time real tight and gets down near the goal line there.
It's like about the 2-yard line maybe.
Gain of 3. 3 to go.
Yeah, down on the 3-yard line, the booth announcer says. Up the middle for a touchdown.
The power of that Schaumburg line. They've got quite a line on the Schaumburg team. They really executed their blocks on that play. And Schaumburg goes in for the touchdown there with the Barrington defensive line being backed up into the end zone.
There's some huge holes there opened up by the Schaumburg line. Speed on both sides of the ball. The kick is good.
Kick is good.
Just too much team speed on Schaumburg for Barrington to keep up with them.
Schaumburg 27, Barrington 0.
Well, 27-0 with 5:54 left in the 3rd quarter. This not what we were expecting coming into the game.
Schaumburg, I thought Barrington, with the defense that they had last week and have played throughout much of the season, would have slowed down this running game a little bit more, but that's not the case. And Schaumburg really hasn't had to throw the ball much. I think they've probably thrown 3 or 4 passes, that's about it. And with that little bit of passing, they're all the way up 27-0.
Even without the gimme by Barrington, it would have been 20-0. So Barrington going to have to score a couple times just to make it not be a blowout.
Well, with Schaumburg playing like this tonight, Fremd in the early going was having some trouble with Hoffman Estates. Schaumburg is on its way to serving notice that they're perhaps the favorite in this West Division this year.
So a lone line drive kick out of bounds.
Out of bounds on that kick.
Barrington wisely letting it go. Scotty Miller letting it go.
Which unfortunately for him, he didn't do earlier in the game.
That's right. Looks like they're going to make him kick it over. So Barrington not content to get the ball at the 35, hoping to make something happen here with their kick return team. So Blake Whitcamp is going to kick it off again from the 35. So Whitcamp moves forward, the kick is up. Taken at the 20.
This is Scotty Miller. He's heading to the right and pushed out of bounds. Picks up
about the 35.
So that's about where they could have had it with just taking it there on a ball out of bounds.
So Barrington again lining up with student body right. Stacking those 4 receivers to the right. 1 receiver out to the left. Looking left.
Long play,
my goodness. That one hit Scotty Miller right in the hand.
Scotty Miller had it right there. Perfect throwing pass, and had he caught it, he would have been in great position to go all the way.
Mike couldn't put it in a much better spot than that.
That's been the story of the passing game much of the night. If Kubiak gets it there, it's dropped. If the guy is sometimes open, then Kubiak has missed a number of times. So been a rough evening for the Barrington passing attack. Here's one that's
swing
complete.
Pass out to number 20.
That's
McWanzi out to about midfield.
Brought down by Rashawn Green and Eddie Kelly.
So Barrington able to move the chains, gets the ball down to their own 49-yard line. Handoff up the middle goes nowhere.
That time, yeah, just brought down very quickly by Connor Lipinski, a linebacker. A linebacker that was apparently in a run blitz and just took him down right away.
Lipinski, the man that had that first quarter interception for Schaumburg. So Barrington with 2 wides to each side. Miller in motion, takes the handoff around the right side, catches the end, and he's going.
He's going. He's going to make it, and that's it. Barrington is on the board. Scotty Miller showing us that he has tremendous speed. As I've said a couple of times, he scored 2 touchdowns on long passes and 1 kick return last week, and there it is. He just showed us his speed. He showed us his speed on the previous pass play, but on this one, on this run, he got to the outside, and that was it. He outran the entire Schaumburg defense. So Barrington is finally on the board with 4:35 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
And the kick is good.
Kick is good, so it's 27-7, and Barrington has demonstrated that they can score fast.
So is it too early for an onside kick?
It's probably still a little too early, but maybe not. We've seen a quarterback sneak at the 12-yard line, so they're really shooting the works here tonight. It might happen. Might go for the onside kick right here. They need the ball a lot, and you know,
Barrington coach calling his team over for a discussion.
Pretty long discussion there, so maybe it is an onside kick.
So Dylan Abel getting set to kick it off here. And he kicks away. That goes deep and into the end zone for a touchback.
Abel's kick into the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Cedarius Patterson just took a step back too far, got that foot into the end zone. So Schaumburg starting at their own 20, going to have to go 80 yards for a score. 4:34 left in the third quarter. Schaumburg with 3 wides out to the right, 1 to the left.
Stacy Smith back in. Still in, I should say.
And there's a flag.
Illegal procedure called on the Saxons.
So there's a 5-yard
One of
walk-off.
the wing backs moved a little too soon again.
So 1st and 15 here. Oh, fake handoff, fumble.
Fumble.
A couple Barrington men on top of it, but couldn't see who got it.
It looks like Schaumburg retained possession there. Yeah.
They had
2-3
a chance.
Barrington men that had appeared to have a chance at it, but one Schaumburg player was a little closer.
2nd down and 17.
So Schaumburg losing 2 on that. Second and 17. Up the middle.
McNeil on the carry.
Looks like he may have picked up 5 yards.
Gain of 4 on the play. 3rd down and
3rd
13.
and 13. Smith back to pass. Throwing
Really?
deep. Overthrows his
That will be
man.
over everybody. Yeah.
Trying for Bryce Carlson.
So Barrington will get the ball.
Smith's pass to Carlson's incomplete.
3:14 to go in the third quarter, trailing 27-7.
The incompletion brings up 4th and 13.
Carlson had a step, but just not able to catch up to that pass.
Scotty Miller waiting to take this punt. He just had a tremendous run for a touchdown.
Low line drive punt. Hits about the 45.
This one's too hot to handle, and it'll be down by Schaumburg
Smith's punt rolls
at
down to the Bronco
44 of Barrington.
about the 44 of Barrington, and so good, but not tremendous field position out of that situation. Actually, a pretty effective punt, really. No return.
Well, this punt's not going very far through the air, but bouncing well for both teams. So Kubiak
actively talking. They now have two receivers wide in each direction. Kubiak throws to his left. Off the mark, and there was a Schaumburg defender that was looking at the receiver rather than the quarterback. And
yeah, Miller looked at the ball and looked at Wolasek heading toward him and said, "No, I don't think so." Little alligator arms there.
Kubiak. Oh boy, that was quite a tackle there. That was Patterson, the linebacker, former running back for Schaumburg the last couple of years, who flew in there and made that tackle for a loss. Brings up third and about 15 or so.
3rd and 15.
So Patterson really starting to look very comfortable in the linebacker position.
Tyler Watson with that reception and loss.
Kubiak to Bingham's incomplete.
Trying again to number 24, Bingham. Looked like Bingham may have fallen going for that. So Barrington going to have to punt. Colin Castagna back.
Castagna on the punt for the Buccos. Carlson and Smith back for the Sixons.
Castagna gets off a pretty good punt, but it's fielded, and oh, here's some running room, and all the way out to the Schaumburg 42 or so.
So caught at the 26. About a 20-yard advance on that. And more like a 15-yard advance. Still a good run back on it. Minute 53 left to play here.
Ladies and gentlemen, get your raffle tickets out.
Schaumburg with the ball in the 20-point lead, 27-7. So handoff, no, fake handoff, pulled it back and then pitched it wide to number 34. That's Nick Giraldi. And he's out close to, he's got the first down.
Really good faking on that play that set that up. Drew the Barrington defense in, and
Jones gives the Saxons less than 10.
So it's a first down.
Sorry, that was Michael Jones on that carry. Looking at the wrong roster there. So a keeper by Smith. Meta just past the line of scrimmage.
Another good fake that time. He faked real well to Young and drew a few Barrington tacklers in that direction.
2nd down and 8.
He does have a very good fake. He sticks it in there deep and then almost jerks it away from his running back. Hard to tell which way it's going. So 2nd and 8. Smith swing pass out to the right.
This is
caught by number 3, Ryan Tuma.
Ryan Tuma on the reception. There's a flag on the play.
Close to the first down, but there is a flag.
Illegal block in the back called on the Saxons.
Illegal block in the back by Schaumburg. That'll take it back. So back to the 49 of the Saxons. Second and 13. Up the middle for about a yard. So Justice McNeil Young on the carry.
That time that play was stopped very well by Barrington right at the line of scrimmage, just about. A slight gain.
3rd and 12.
Brings up a 3rd and 12 situation at midfield.
Barrington looking to stop him here, get off the field, get the ball back. And again the whistles before the snap.
Looked like motion again.
A delay of game.
Back him up 5 yards. 3rd and 17.
So 3rd and 17, this drive going the wrong way. 1 second left in the 3rd quarter.
Here's Smith throwing deep again. They really have been airing it out sometime. That one is appeared to be just perhaps slightly out of bounds and over the head of the receiver there.
Yeah.
So that ends the 3rd quarter with the score 27 for Schaumburg, 7 for the Barrington Broncos, and we move into the 4th quarter of play here.
And Barrington will be getting the ball back when we come back for the 4th quarter. Okay, ready to start the 4th quarter here. Schaumburg sent to punt it away. Smith back at his 35. Gets away a low end over end kick. Down to about the 20-yard line. Schaumburg saying it hit a Barrington man. Ref saying no, it didn't. So Barrington will take over at their own 20.
Well, Barrington with a 20-point deficit to try to make up in the last 11 minutes and 49 seconds of this game. Their passing attack has still not reached the level of consistency that it needs to really pose a threat, but perhaps it'll get hot right at the end of the game.
Barrington stacking 4 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, empty backfield. Looking right.
Throws it to the last man.
Scotty Miller.
Scotty, and flag was thrown there.
Right down to about the 41-yard line. Rashawn Green down on the field for Schaumburg. He's grabbing his knee. That's never good. So we'll be back in a minute.
10 yards from the spot of the foul, no replay, 1st down.
Some refs call it a little tighter than others.
Yeah. So a holding call on that last play. So 1st and 5. Rashawn Green able to walk off under his own power, which was good to see.
Kubiak looking for a receiver. It's going deep to his left. He
hit the defender in the back.
Some Barrington fans looking for interference there. There was Scotty Miller, who was perhaps just a little bit open, not too much, but
Chris
had a
Henson right
chance
there
to
with
catch
him.
that. Yeah, yeah. Really covered pretty well on that play.
Yeah, that hit Henson in the back. So 2nd and 5.
Kubiak fires it.
Oh,
Whoa,
almost intercepted.
Almost picked off there.
Patterson on the pressure. Kelly on the coverage.
By number
45.
45.
Edwin Kelly. Just not able to pull that in for the Saxons. So fakes to the motion man.
There's Kubiak.
Oh, he's hit from behind.
Ball bounces
loses the
out.
ball.
Recovered by Barrington, I believe, but
Yes,
it's
it
a deep,
was.
quite a loss on the play.
It's like about 10 yards.
That brings up 4th and very long, so Barrington has to punt it away here in the early going of the 4th quarter.
I guess they're going to call that an incompletion rather than a fumble.
This will more likely than not result in pretty good field position for Schaumburg.
And Barrington catches a little bit of a break on that. High end over end, coming down about the 35-yard line. Fair caught.
Schaumburg defense continues to play good football here. They've just had the one breakdown where Scotty Miller turned the corner and went all the way for a long touchdown run, but outside of that, Barrington hasn't been able to make it. They did have a drive at the end of the first half that got down to the 3-yard line, and they had a chance to put it in and drop the ball in the end zone. But a fine defensive performance by Schaumburg thus far tonight.
Hard to overcome all that speed on both sides of the ball. Smith pulls it down, almost tackled for a loss, able to pitch it out. Got rid of it at the last minute. Number 34, Michael Jones, able to pick up about 4 yards on that play. 2nd and 6 coming up. Good play by Smith to get rid of the ball before he was tackled in the backfield.
Smith handing off to Young, I believe. That's picks up a few yards.
Give Schaumburg 3rd and 3.
So 3rd and 3 coming up here. Not much room there for Young. Barrington with another chance for a stop here.
Here's Smith keeping it, and he
looks like he's got enough for the first.
Here's that he's got it.
Smith gets the ball to the Saxon 46. And that gives the Saxons
a long time consuming ground drive here would just about do it. We're down to 9-17, 20-point lead. We'll take another 4 or 5 points minutes off the clock and score a touchdown. That would just about.
We've been taking 4 or 5 minutes off the clock without scoring a touchdown.
Without scoring would just about put it away, yeah.
So the Broncos want to talk it over. We'll be back in a moment. The team's back out on the field.
Here's Young. He's got running room. He's got a block, and he spins around. He's finally brought down inside the 20 of Barrington.
Looked like he might have had a better lane going straight following his blocker, but he chooses to take it
blocking
the
of this
line.
Offensive line. Matt Soper, Alex Piotrowski, Justin Sanchez.
Scotty Miller gets up limping. He's going to head for the sideline.
McNeil brings the ball down to the Broncos' 17-yard line.
Looks like whatever he had, he was able to loosen it up a little bit.
Saxon fans, that is a 1st and 10.
So the ball on the 17.
They're really getting good blocking in there. The Schaumburg offensive line has been
on the carry, brought down by Hanley.
really doing the job all night.
They have been. They've been opening up good holes, knocking the Barrington defenders back. So they try the middle, not a whole lot there, up to about the 10-yard line.
Anderson up the middle.
Pickup of about 2-yard lines, pending the spot there.
Brought down by number 40, Jake Kuhn.
Now
So-
Patterson is in for Young right now at the tailback position.
Trying the left side, not a lot there.
Madison along the left side.
Barrington didn't go for the fake there
Taken
and
down by Hanley.
brought Patterson down. So it's 4th down and about 2-yard line, two yards. They're down at the Barrington 9-yard line.
Gain of 1 on the play brings up 4th and 2.
4th and 2, it's a why not.
2 men in the backfield this time. That's got both Patterson and Young were aligned behind the quarterback for that play. 2 heavy-duty runners.
So McQuanzi up the middle for about 2 yards. So rolling right.
Kubiak.
There's a flag in the back.
Flag thrown out there.
Play is incomplete. There is a flag on the play.
Possible pass interference. Yep.
Pass interference called on the Saxons.
So that'll give the Broncos a first down. Move the ball across midfield to about the 48-yard line.
15-yard penalty.
5:06 remaining, and they are in Schaumburg territory now. A lot of work to do. 20 points down with. There's Kubiak.
Drops it off underneath the 25. Spins and is hit multiple times just short of the 40. That was Dylan Abel on the reception. Picked up about 6 yards.
Gain of 6 on the play. 2nd and 4.
So Kubiak able to hit his man on the run.
Here's Kubiak again. Oh,
intercepted.
Off after it
Edwin
bobbled.
Kelly with the ball, and he's going to take it back to the house. And he's in. Touchdown.
That's the nail in the coffin, I'm afraid. With 4:10 left, it's a pick six going some, ball was on the 42 of Schaumburg, so we're talking a 58-yard pick six. That's an absolute backbreaker. You're already down, and now the game is effectively over at 33. Schaumburg lining up for the conversion here to try to make it a 34-7 game.
And they're going for 2. Smith dancing around, and he's going to be dropped around the 5.
So it stays 33-7.
That conversion is no good. With 4:10 remaining in the game, Schaumburg 33, Barrington
So
7.
the bulk of the Schaumburg special teams bunched up to the right, and Smith trying to take it in going left, not able to get it going. Not going to make much difference though. 33-7 with 4:10 remaining.
Kelly with a terrific pick six there that really put the game away.
That one again off the hands of the Barrington receiver.
That's been a problem tonight. Kubiak has had a number of balls that have been dropped or spun off the hands of receivers. And so they just haven't had the effectiveness that they've had in some of their other games this season. And it certainly shows on the scoreboard where they only have 7 points.
Schaumburg definitely showing themselves to be the class of the league tonight.
They're taking a big step in the direction of a West Division championship here tonight.
Whitcamp on for the kickoff.
Well, they're winning impressively. Fremd is working fairly hard with Hoffman Estates.
Back for the Buckos.
Another short kick, hitting at the 20 and rolling. Picked up by Scotty Miller, taken out to about the 35.
Miller brought down by Vernell Trotter.
Yeah, Barrington down to their last gasp here, just over 4 minutes to play. Pitch out to 25 around the right side. He's across the 40, out to about the 41 of a pickup about 8. So Dylan Abel picking up about 8 yards there.
Gain of 8. 2nd and 2.
Clock continues to run. Pitch out to the left this time. Abel again. He's got room. He's out to about the 45-yard line.
Picking up some yardage on the ground here. So with 3:23, Barrington has a drive moving along. Maybe they can add to their score and look a little better with the final outcome here.
Up the middle. Able to stay on his feet and grind out some more yardage. It's Dylan Abel again.
Abel on the carry. Gain of 9, 2nd and 1.
Abel, a 5'9", 175-pound junior. That pass behind the intended receiver again.
Kubiak to Cowdrey is incomplete. 3rd and 1.
Ryan Cowdrey, the intended receiver. That ball low and behind him. Barrington needs a yard here to move the sticks. Kubiak
Here goes
keep
Kubiak and a keeper, and
got enough for the first.
He's got the first.
Kubiak on the keeper. Tripped up by Sally.
At the 36-yard line. I'm sorry, about the 31-yard line.
1st and 10, Broncos.
So Kubiak keeping
Kubiak keeping
goes
it
around
again.
the right. Nice block thrown by Mike Carbonara. Gets his quarterback a few more yards. There's a Schaumburg man down. That's Brett Hildebrand.
Defensive lineman on the ground.
So we'll be back after this injury timeout. So Hildebrand able to limp off the field. Hopefully nothing serious. Hildebrand, a 5'11", 220-pound defensive lineman. So 1:56 left. Kubiak keeps it, rolls to his left. Gets it complete out to his tight end, number 88.
That's Timothy Fiddler. Or Timothy Fiddler.
No, that's Ryan Cowdrey.
88?
Yeah, for Barrington.
Oh, okay, excuse me. Yeah. Ryan Cowdler.
Ryan Cowdrey, the 6'4", 225-pound senior. Up the middle for a score is number 4, Mike Carbonara.
So Barrington gets on the board again with 1:17. They put together a drive right at the end that shows that their offense can move the ball, and they just had a night here where they just had a few too many missed connections on their passing game, but they put something together here in the final drive. That'll give them a little satisfaction, and looking forward to next week when they... Here's a pass here to Carbonari, 2 points. Carbonara catches that one. He just scored a touchdown. Just was on the receiving end of that 2-point conversion. So with 1:17, it's 33-15.
So minute 17 left. Next week we'll see these same Schaumburg Saxons in action again, but this time they will be hosted by Conant. Conant currently leading Palatine 17-7.
Already the 6th game of the season. Well, with Schaumburg winning here tonight impressively, and they'll be moving up in the various statewide and Chicago area polls. They'll be a 5-0 team, and among that select group that have already pretty much clinched the playoffs.
So an onside kick. Barrington with a chance.
Barrington gets it.
They get it.
So with 1:17, they've got a chance to improve upon their 15 points.
Barrington starts 1st and 10 for section 46.
So Barrington not going away quietly. They're going to try for another one here. Got the ball on the Schaumburg 46. Timeout called by Schaumburg.
Timeout, Saxons. Spirit squads.
Barrington with 1:17 to go can potentially improve upon their scoring here. Here's
so rolling
Kubiak,
right, throwing deep.
Throwing deep. He's got Moran down at the 15-yard line. He falls to the ground as he catches it there. So the ball will be placed down there. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line with over a minute to go. Here's Kubiak rolling right.
Throws back
and it's complete. Touchdown Barrington. So Barrington really improving their self-esteem, if nothing else, here in the twilight of this game. They're up to 21 points now after being stuck at 7 for a long time. They've added a couple of touchdowns here in the 4th quarter, late in the 4th quarter.
Jake Goach with that catch, number 6.
Here's a 2-point try, Kubiak, and it's batted down. So the score remains 33-21.
With 53 seconds remaining, Schaumburg 33,
Just over 52 seconds.
Maybe another onside kick here, and who knows? Game might wind up much closer than we thought it would 5 minutes ago.
But one of those games where it's really not as close as the score might indicate. Well, there's another onside kick. It's a good high bounce, but Schaumburg able to go up and get it.
So that'll do it. They'll be able to just go in the victory formation and take a knee and end this football game. They're up 33-21. That's going to be the final score.
Royce Carlson, the wide receiver, able to go up and pull in that kick.
I think the game here, Barrington had some opportunities. Their passing game didn't get going until way late in the fourth quarter here. But other than that, the story of the night, I think, was the Schaumburg offensive line doing such a great job all night long. They really, against a pretty tough defense from Barrington, they were able to open up holes all night long.
And we've seen them do that against every team they've played so far this year.
We've got a number of reserves on the field right now, getting a little playing time.
Number 34, Michael Jones, taking the handoff and losing a couple yards.
Knocked back for a loss of 2. Second and
Clock continues to run with 30 seconds left.
Well, for Schaumburg, it means elevation into some of the metropolitan area top 25 polls, and I'm not sure where Schaumburg is a school that some years they're 8A, some years they're 7A, and I'm not sure exactly where they fall this year. I think they may be 7A.
So Alex Kozowski in to take the last couple snaps, takes a knee, and that'll kill the time. So final 33-21, Schaumburg over Barrington.
This fine Schaumburg running team keeps on running toward a conference championship here. They're starting out with a big win here tonight versus Barrington. This is certainly one of the strongest opponents they'll see. They've still got Krem, they've got Conant next week, and it's still a long way to go. You've got another 4 games, but this was a very important one and a great start for conference play for Schaumburg, and they certainly showed that they had the power to play here tonight and beat this Barrington team with a good running attack. This running attack has been terrific all season long, and it maintained itself tonight.
And the speed on defense for Schaumburg has really served them well this season as well.
They've got some ball-hawking defensive backs that know how to pick off these passes when they see the ball spinning around after it's been touched by an offensive player. They're able to snap it up and run with it. So some alert defenders for Schaumburg. This is a good, solid football team, and Barrington is too. They've got to work on some of their finesse on their passing game a little bit, and a few other things. But for Schaumburg, it's another test next week with Conant.
Yes, and we will be at Conant High School next week for the Cougars hosting the Schaumburg Saxons. Well, that's it for this edition of Game of the Week. Hope you've enjoyed it. For John Anderson, I'm Bruce Anderson. See you next week.